You're watching the Mid-American Conference on ESPN. It's Indiana's game between two Hoosier State rivals that have been going at it now for over a century. It's the 139th installment of Ball State and Indiana State as we play for a really good cause here this afternoon. Welcome courtside here to John E. Worthen Arena, everyone. With Griffin Leonard, I'm Dominick Liacone. JJ Gregston joins us on the sidelines in a couple of moments. All right, Griffin, these two teams very new to each other. 11 new faces for the Indiana State Sycamores. 8 for the Ball State Cardinals, trying to feel each other out early in the season. Welcome courtside here to John E. Worthen Arena, everyone. With Jordan Climbs, I'm Dominick Liacone. Braden Carroll joins us on the sidelines in just a matter of moments. All right, Jordan, these two teams all too familiar with each other, especially in the last 3 seasons, meeting 3 consecutive times in the MAC tournament. And now, for the first time in what's felt like an eternity, these two teams meet for 2 consecutive matches.
And you know what?
As the academic calendar flips, we bring you an all-new show encompassing the best that SportsLink has to offer. From the brand new and improved Studio C here on the campus of Ball State University. Look how nice this new bad boy is, huh? I'm Dominick Liacone, that's JJ Gregston. Our producers are Maddie Howell and Nate Locker. Welcome to the premiere episode of SL Featured, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. It's the best in Ball State sports, produced by the creative storytellers of Ball State SportsLink. JJ, we've got a plethora of features to show here in the month of October. We're very excited.
That's right, Dom. The semester is already halfway over, which means we have a lot of great stories to show you all today. From the pool to the links, even to the track. We're really looking forward to it.
This is SL Featured, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. When life throws you in the deep end, some sink, but others swim. And swim for miles. For our first story, we head to the water with swimmer and Ball State SportsLink's very own Callie Tuma. After competing on a torn ACL for 3 years, yes, you heard that right, she finally got the surgery only to come back stronger and better than ever. This is Callie's comeback. Here's what's on the radar in Ball State athletics. Hoop season is right around the corner. Both the Cardinals' men's and women's basketball teams open their year with the MAC Sunbelt Challenge on November 4th. The women host Old Dominion, while the men head south to Georgia State. Both teams are back in action at Worthen on the 8th for a doubleheader. The full schedules can be found at ballstatesports.com. For the second time in 3 years, Ball State has won the Mid-American Conference's Academic Award. Last year, student-athletes posted a 3.447 grade point average, and their NCAA Progress Report score of 992 was the MAC's highest. Cross-country athlete Sarah Mannon-Smith's journey to Ball State is more than just running. Inspired by her brother, Eric, who has Down syndrome, Sarah is pursuing a degree in special education. Running on and off the course, Sarah is fueled by a bond that drives her to make a difference. Before we dive into the feature story, we are pleased to be joined by one of 2 producers on the story, Mr. Tristan Fuller. Tristan, thanks so much for joining us.
Dom, JJ, thanks for having me. Happy to be here to talk about this absolutely fantastic story and a fantastic human as well as athlete.
Tristan, there's so many ways we can go with asking you questions, but I just want to start by simply asking, where do you find a story like this? Special thanks to our entire crew and you for tuning in this month. So for JJ Gregston, I'm Dominick Liacone. We'll see you next month for another edition of SL Featured, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
And now for the first time tonight, we get to say hello to Dom. Hi, Dom.
What's going on, Noah? This is the 32nd all-time matchup between Buffalo and Ball State, and very similarly to what we saw yesterday between the Zips and the Cardinals, Ball State has just dominated this matchup as well. 28-3 all-time, and you mentioned it during the open. Buffalo 0-15 inside of Worthen Arena. However, last year the tables turned a bit. Ball State went up to New York and got swept in a 2-match series, with both matches going 5 sets. Listen, with the MAC going away from divisions this year, this matchup being the only regular season contest between these two teams could have major seeding implications for the tournament later on.
Great. Dom, you had a chance to talk with assistant coach Tucker Bidding in the intermission.
Yes, I did, Mick, and the biggest thing that Tucker Bidding told me after I asked him a plain and simple question, why are you hitting 474? And he said there's 2 big keys to that. One is the distribution.
Playing at Worthen this year and first time playing on a brand new TerraFlex court. Dom, this is an awesome piece for this program to have.
No, you're absolutely right, Mick. Yeah, you noticed the new look for Ball State men's and women's volleyball for this year and beyond. Just a day before Ball State women's volleyball played its exhibition match against Indiana State, this new TerraFlex court was revealed. The removable upgraded surface was funded in part by both efforts during One Ball State Day as well as generous donations from multiple donors. You might be wondering, what is the big deal with TerraFlex? Well,
Thanks to multiple layers of synthetic vinyl and other flexible materials, TerraFlex provides comfort for constant sliding, diving, and jumping, reduces those friction burns, and increases shoe grip for landing and pivoting compared to the regular gym hardwood. Both Ball State men's and women's volleyball head coaches Kelly Miller-Phillips and Donan Cruz said this is a game changer for the program going forward. However, Ball State isn't the only team in the MAC with a new TerraFlex this season. Just recently, Ball State joined Bowling Green and Western Michigan for volleyball TerraFlex courts added. Pretty cool that arguably the MAC's 3 best volleyball programs are getting the best court possible. Now, Amber, I gotta ask you, as a former player, how does this new playing surface impact players when they're on the court?
Absolutely, the TerraFlex is great.
And for more on that lethal serve, here's Dom.
Thanks, Noah. Yeah, that jump serve of Trevi Hoskins isn't anything new. She's actually been doing it well before she arrived at Buffalo. In fact, it was the first thing that head coach Scott Smith said he saw about Trevi Hoskins when his then Bulls played against her then Bowling Green Falcons during the 2021 COVID spring season. He saw it and thought to himself, holy cow, that's an arm. Now at Buffalo, Trevi Hoskins has thrived with her style of play, but Smith says that also comes from her love of the men's game. Being from Slovakia, Trevi Hoskins models her serve and overall game with the men's game and isn't afraid to sacrifice some accuracy for the power. But Smith says don't let that fool you because she has every serve and every shot in the toolbox as we've seen so far, guys. We definitely have a fun name battle between Ball and Wright State here tonight, guys. Of course, we know Ball State University, named after the Ball brothers, William, Frank, Lucius, Edmund, and George. Best known for their creation of their famous glass canning jars, also better known as ball jars, with production starting in Muncie in 1888, as well as being very strong benefactors for the institutions around Muncie, including helping open Ball State in 1918. Wright State, on the other hand, named after the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, who are the pioneers for aviation in America, building and flying the first successful airplane in 1903 in North Carolina. The brothers were born in Dayton, Ohio, and actually owned and ran a bicycle shop there in the same place that they invented their airplane, actually drew up some model designs there in their bicycle shop. Pretty cool coincidence these two brother big schools are meeting here on the hardwood tonight, guys.
Dom, it's such a cool story. And well, head coach Kelly Miller-Phillips is calm, cool, and collected after the big win. She's with Dom.
Thanks, Mick. Coach, it was gutsy, it was gritty. What was the message in between sets 4 and 5 to get it done?
We just had to flush number 4 down and just reset totally. And we knew we could play right with these guys. It was just, everything was just not going our way set 4. And it's like, hey, a brand new opportunity, 1 game to 15, and let it fly.
You had to wait 3 weeks to come home, but to have this kind of crowd here at Worthen for the home opener, what does that mean for this program?
When we walked out here, I just said to my staff, I said, this is special. You know, this is unbelievable what we've been working for, what the girls deserve. I could not be more impressed. It is truly an unbelievable environment, and it helped get us over the edge here tonight.
Carson Tyler, 25 kills tonight. This is her 3rd match with 20-plus kills already this season. What have you seen out of the young freshman early on in this season?
She is just so steady. She's not afraid of any block. She's not afraid to go get people. And what she can do in such a composed way. And that's a really, really tough thing to do as a freshman. And I have been so proud of her effort. And she earns it. She works hard every day. And we needed every single one of those 25 tonight.
What makes this team ready for MAC play?
Well, I don't know if we're quite there yet, right? We'll see when we get back and look at the film. But I think, you know, we're showing continued growth every single week. And we don't need to be our best version even going into next week. We just need to be good enough to win 1 match at a time. And so I think our message is continue to keep growing, continue to get people healthy. Obviously, we're playing without Anaya tonight, and just stay the course. Stay the course.
Thanks, Coach. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Dom is now with Scott Smith, the magician who won 5 challenges tonight.
Thanks, Noah. Coach, your team hit over 340 in that 4th set. What changed in the back end of this one to get your offense going?
Yeah, I thought we were playing really good defense. I mean, I think we were taking a lot of good swings that they were taking and putting us in system. We tried to move our hitters around a little bit, open things up for us, and I thought we executed the game plan really well.
Another season high in kills for Katrine Trebahovska, 23 tonight, 45 combined now in the weekend. What did you see from her?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been talking about, trying to get her to make the right decisions at the right time. She loves the big swing, but she scored a lot on the tips, on the rolls. just being really smart. I thought she chose really well, and she was a force tonight.
Coach, this program was 0-15 in this building before tonight's win. What does a win like this mean for your program?
Oh man, that's huge. This is one we've been really looking for, circled on the calendar from last year. Felt like we got 2 nice wins at home, but we hadn't done it here, so it was really nice to be able to get that win in this building.
Thank you, Coach. Enjoy it.
Thank you so much.